In the heart of the enchanted forest lived a fairy named Lumina. If you looked at her wings, you might think she'd received them from a budget airline. They were plain, simple, and somewhat uninspiring. Unlike the dazzling displays of her fairy peers, who seemed to spend more time grooming their shimmering feathers than actually using them, Lumina's wings were more utilitarian. And her magic? Think flickering flashlight versus Broadway spotlight, but what Lumina lacked in sparkle, she made up for in heart. She was the forest's unsung hero, always tending to the tiniest creatures, nurturing flowers, and listening to the latest gossip from the trees. These flora, by the way, were terrible gossips. Yet, for all her hard work, Lumina was overlooked more times than the salad bar at a steakhouse. One fateful day, a sinister sorcerer decided the forest was due for an extreme makeover, apocalyptic edition. He conjured a storm so ferocious, it could make a drama queen look like a Zen master. Panic spread faster than a celebrity scandal. The other fairies darted about, attempting to blast the storm away with their shiny spells, only to wind up drenched and disheartened. Just when it seemed the forest was about to audition for a remake of Twister, Lumina felt something inside her, like she'd swallowed a motivational poster. Determined, she flew towards the epicenter of chaos, her wings quivering like a leaf on espresso. Closing her eyes and channeling all her compassion, she managed to produce a tiny spark of light. It was faint and more of a glowworm than a lightning bolt, but hey, it was something. To everyone's astonishment, that tiny spark began to grow, defying all known laws of fairy physics. It expanded into a radiant glow and wrapped itself around the storm, effectively telling it to take its dark and stormy drama elsewhere. The winds calmed, the darkness dispersed, and you'd think Lumina had just installed a brand new lighting system in the forest. Suddenly, Lumina wasn't just the fairy with the budget wings, she was a hero. The other fairies gathered around, their eyes wide with a mixture of awe and the slight jealousy that comes from realizing you've severely underestimated someone. They realized, somewhat sheepishly, that true strength came not from dazzling powers but from kindness and courage. From that day on, Lumina was the heart of the enchanted forest. She became a fairy tale within a fairy tale, proving that even the smallest light could shine the brightest in the darkest times.